Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EcoQuest. I'm still drinking my Kendall Jackson Chardonnay. It's delicious. And we are solving all of the fish problems in the fish apartments. We just helped this angelfish who lived here by allowing the urchins to eat all of the algae off of his food here. So the next thing that we have to do, I believe, is go back to the swordfish house that we were in before. Epidermis's apartment light is out now that he's left for the council chambers. Alright, so let's help him out, shall we? I have a shell with a sharp edge. Let me see if I can get the rings off. Be careful, young man. A snout is a terrible thing to waste. Yay. Ah, what a blessed relief. I was afraid I was a bit doomed, good fellow, but your speedy and accurate surgical techniques were my salvation. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Hippocrates, chief surgeon of Illyria. And who might I have the pleasure of addressing? I'm Adam, a friend of Delphinius. Ah, delightful chap, Delphinius, and in perfect medical condition. Do you need a checkup, lad? I must confess I know distressingly little about human anatomy, but you are simple creatures. It can't be that difficult. I don't need a checkup. I came to tell you about a meeting the mayor's called in the council chambers. A meeting? Good show! That's just the ticket for what ails us. Before I go, let me express my gratitude by giving you these fishbone tweezers. Perhaps they'll serve you someday as you have served me. What? Adam catches the fishbone tweezers. Thanks, Hippocrates. 'Tis but a trifle. May you live many days, Adam, and be well. Thanks, man. All of these fish have very unique personalities, like they've come from all over the globe. Alright, so what do we got here? The 6-pack rings that were holding Hippocrates' snout are now, snout closed, are now lying on the floor. Well, let's pick them up. Adam picks up the 6-pack rings. So, Adam is carrying 6-pack rings. 6-pack rings. Now, why would these be here unless there was something more to do with them? Okay, that's a pretty good question. Why would they be in your inventory? Well, you should cut them. This is what most people should do. This is what you should do at home. You should cut them. Major ecological sensitivity, man. Adam cuts apart the plastic circles of the 6-pack rings and then puts them in his garbage bag. Good job. Now let's take a look around. The tabletop holds the Swordfish Doctor's medical supplies. On the wall is a diploma from William and Moray College. The professional emblem shield of sturgeons graces the wall. Golf gloves. The swordfish is apparently just like the doctor's back home. The bookcase contains Fishbine's Medical Encyclopedia. Cool, it's a carving of a dolphin. The swordfish's snout is obviously good for more than surgery. What's this here? Oh. Can we look at this red thing? Oh. Alright, let's head out. So now, what did we get from him? We got tweezers. So there must be a problem that some other fish has that requires tweezers. Hippocrates' apartment light is out now that he's left for the council chambers. Alright, so let's go into one of these other ones that's lit up here. British flag, huh? He doesn't look super hot. The poor sea turtle appears to have something stuck in his throat. He's having trouble breathing. A long white string hangs from his throat. Now, where has Adam seen a string like that before? Adam is swimming in the fish apartments of the sea turtle named Erroneous. Really? Your name is Erroneous? From the look of his place, Erroneous is quite the scholar. The British flag implies that he's an Anglophile to boot. Let's pull on that, shall we? I'm gonna try and get the blockage out of your throat. Steady now. Adam pulls on the string. Boy, it's really in there. Well, that didn't help much. The string came off, but whatever is stuck in the turtle's throat is still in there. Well, it just so happens that we have tweezers. Let's try this again. Open wide now. Adam uses the tweezers to reach carefully into the sea turtle's mouth and grasp the end of the object blocking the creature's small throat. Hey, it's another balloon. A balloon. I say, that was terribly nice of you. I was having the most dreadful time breathing. That was a balloon I pulled out of your throat. Why'd you eat that? I mistook it for a particularly delectable dark comestible. My error. And a nearly fatal one. My throat, you see, is quite miniature. The rubbery texture of that balloon blocked it completely. They sometimes find huge whales who've been killed by swallowing a little balloon. Ah, yes, my equally small-throated brothers. I get ahead of myself. I am Erroneous, professor of most of the fish in these parts. It's a pleasure to finally meet a human. I've taken quite a scholastic interest in you, as a species, that is. I noticed the flag. I'm Adam. I usually find animals more interesting than humans, but maybe that's because I am one. Ah, yes, we often intrigued with the unknown. The mayor sent me to tell the citizens about a meeting at the council chambers. Well, I shall certainly want to contribute to that ostentatious affair. But first, let me persuade you to assume responsibility for those 4 little human objects I found. They might be troublesome if left floating about. 4 metal screws? Yes, their size makes them particularly likely candidates for swallowing. I'll take care of them for you. Well, I'll go join my fellow citizens now. Be well, my human friend. It's been a pleasure. And he takes his hat off. That's cute. Nice music in this game. Let's take a look around. There's a flag of Great Britain on the wall. How curious. Indeed. The shell bed looks quite comfortable. How strange to see a grandfather clock under the sea. The bookcase holds waterlogged copies of the Encyclopedia Britannica A through G, as well as other more popular fish press titles. A world globe sits on top of the sea turtle's bookcase. The sea turtle must like salvaging human items from the sea. That makes sense. But what are these? Oh yes, that's a balloon that Erroneous swallowed. It's lucky for him that Adam got it out. Yeah, it would have died. Let's clean that stuff up. Adam picks up the deflated balloon and puts it into his garbage bag so that another animal doesn't swallow it. Let's get this one too. Same message. So here we find the end life of those balloons that we lost. So this is the part that you don't see if you're a human and you lose your balloons at sea. You kill creatures! And that's part of what this whole entire game is about. Like, awareness. Erroneous' apartment light is out now that he's left for the council chambers. Excellent. So let's go see Gregarious. Pretty sure he's the next one we have to visit. There's one more fish apartment up there, but I think that's the last one. Well, what you need now, Adam? Let's talk to him. Why are you so blue, Gregarious? I'm holding my breath. Why on earth are you doing that? You see these bandages? I keep getting hit by the same dumb speedboat every time I go up to the surface to breathe. Dang propellers. I'm just not going up there anymore. But you're a mammal. You have to go up to breathe real air or you'll suffocate. Nope. Don't care. I ain't going. That propeller's gotten the last piece of Gregarious a manatee. By Gil. How about if I go up with you? You could show me the boat while you're up there. Maybe I can do something about the propellers. Gee, Adam, you do that? Oh yeah, what pal? Follow me. We're so nice. Adam follows Gregarious as he leads the way up out of the city towards the ocean's surface. All these voices are starting to make my throat hurt. I hope I'm doing okay with them. I hope it's not like super obnoxious. I find it kind of fun. A load of garbage appears from somewhere above. Someone's dumping. Oh, ouch! What the heck is that? And that's bread. How is bread garbage? It's food. Ah. I feel better just looking at him now. Oh, sure feels good to breathe. Yes, it does feel good to breathe. Breathing is good. Is that the boat? Yep. Gosh darn propellers on anyway. Hey, guy. Hey, Mr. Fisherman. What? Who said that? I'm down here. Oh, a diver, eh? I didn't you say so. Cockamamie kids. We just swam up through some of your trash. Lots of creatures have to live in the ocean. You shouldn't dump stuff in here, you know. What's that? Creatures, is it? What do you think I'm fishing for? The ocean's a big place, matey. That little bit of trash ain't gonna hurt them fishes none. But it does. You wouldn't believe all the trash down there. Anyway, that's not what I came to talk to you about. It's about Gregarious. Gregarious? That's a hecka name just for a dumb manatee. And what's all them bandages for anyhow? This guy's really rude. Because you keep hitting him with your propellers. My propellers? You mean my propellers did that? He says every time he comes up here to breathe, your boat runs into him. Well, I'll be a landlubber. What do I do about that? Well, I know what to do about that. We know what to do about that. Because we saw in the very second episode, the boats in Adam's dad's area, his pool area, had these cages over them that we looked at. We got points when we looked at them because we have to implement the same exact thing right here, right now. So we got the 4 screws from Erroneous, and we have this cage that we found in Illuria in the courtyard. So if we fit them both together, Adam attaches the 4 screws to the steel cage. And then we take the cage and place it over the propeller. You want to give me a hand with this, Gregarious? Sure, Adam. Adam and Gregarious swim under the boat to attach the cage to the propellers. With Gregarious' help, Adam fits the steel cage over the propellers and fastens it on with the 4 screws. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. That cage jimmies right over them propellers, don't it? Yep. Now you don't have to worry about the manatees. Thanks, son. You're not too bad for a kid. Thanks for making my boat safe. Guess I'll be thinking about what you said about garbage dumping. Thanks. Bye now. Adam and Gregarious return to the ocean below. I guess they didn't want to animate that. Thank you, Adam. Now I can breathe anytime I want to. Will you go to the mayor's meeting at the council chambers now? I have a hard time saying that. Well, I have to wait till everyone's out of the apartments. I am the watchman, you know. But I'll go long soon as I can. Okay, bye. So we have new trash here now. What do we have? Fisherman's discarded wine bottle litters the ocean floor. Yuck. Oh. The fisherman seems partial to sushi sandwiches. See, fish can eat that. I don't feel like that's really trash. It's biodegradable. Adam gives the sushi a decent burial. Adam just says no when trashes the wine bottle. Alright, Adam makes a clean sweep of the garbage around the fish apartments, for the second time. And we still have one piece left here. What is it? A water pump. Old but still working, lies on the ocean floor. It must have fallen from the fisherman's boat. Perhaps he got a newer model? Let's grab that. Because we didn't get anything from Gregarious, which is okay, obviously. We got this. Adam snags the still functional water pump. Adam is carrying a water pump. Alright, so let's go to the last apartment. What's going on here? The water is filled with a milky substance. It makes Adam dizzy. A beautiful lionfish floats stunned and unconscious in the water. Can we help her? Him? It? Adam can't touch the lionfish. Lionfish spines are very poisonous. This is true. So let's look around. The apartment has a window to the outside. This must be the fancy apartment. The lionfish likes to fix up her apartment with objects she finds. She's used some old bottles to make the table legs. What's this one? Oh no! A bottle of chlorine bleach! Tropical fish collectors use bleach to stun fish so that they can catch them easily. The lionfish must have found the bottle up on the reef. Let's get it on. Good idea! Try using the garbage bag. Oh. Adam picks up the bleach bottle and stores it away in his garbage bag. That stops new bleach from leaking into the water, but the apartment is still full of this stuff. Well, we must have to use our handy-dandy water pump. Adam uses the water pump to cycle the old contaminated water out into the much bigger area of the open sea. The room slowly clears of bleach. Oh my! What happened here? You used a bottle of bleach for your table and the bleach knocked you out. I'm afraid bleach is one of those man-made dangers you have to watch out for. How are you feeling now? I'm fine. Just a little woozy. My name's Olympia. Who are you? I'm Adam. I'm here to tell citizens about a meeting in the council chambers. I got it that time. The mayor's asked everybody to come. A meeting? You mean with other fish? I don't know. I'm pretty shy, I'm afraid. I don't like crowds. Why not? Well, it's my spines, you see. They're quite poisonous. I can't help it, you know. But there it is. I'm always afraid that others would be afraid of me, or that somehow, accidentally... But you can't just hide in your room. Everyone needs friends. Listen to me. I sound just like my dad. I guess he's right after all. Anyway, I think you're really nice, and I think your spines are cool. You like my spines? I never thought anyone would like my spines. Well, maybe I could go. This is important, I think. Maybe your spines could help the other citizens. If you truly like my spines, perhaps you'll accept a small gift for saving my life. This locket contains one of my baby spines. It's quite potent, though. Be careful how you use it. Wow, a lionfish spine. Neat. Thanks, Olympia. Goodbye, Adam. May you be free from stings as long as you live. I love lionfish, by the way. I used to keep them. Long ago, I used to work in an exotic fish store, pet store, and we had lionfish there. And that's also where, if you remember my story from last episode, I think it was last episode, about the blowfish popping. It happened there when I was trying to give the blowfish to a customer. Oh, I felt so bad. Poor thing. It was fine. Like, it was... I mean, I can only imagine it must have been incredibly painful. But it was fine, and it healed eventually. Anyway. That was the only bad thing that happened while I was working there. Well, all the citizens are gone now. I'm off to the council chambers for the meeting. See you there, hurry up. Sometime later. Farmer fishes. Oh, Adam, you did it! Because of you, we Allurians are ready to help ourselves. The new cleanup committee will keep the dangerous garbage from building up around the city, and the Flesh Eater Watch will sound the alarms whenever that horrible monster gets close. And thanks to your little lesson, we know a lot more about the dangers of human garbage and how to avoid them. I wish I could do more. I wish I could stop all this stuff from bothering you at all. Well, when you return to your world, just remember that feeling and maybe you can help things get better someday. For now, why don't you take this gold mask as a sign of our gratitude? I don't need it anymore. The citizens seem to actually listen to me as old superfluous. The great senator is gone for good. Thanks, Superfluous. I mean, Mr. Mayor. We helped everybody. We helped the whole place. This is great. Oh, Allurius is safe for the moment. What do you mean? Well, the cleanup crews can't stop that horrid green ooze in the water, and Flesh Eater will keep haunting us. And there's our food supply. I think we still have to find Cetus Adam. Now that the city's okay for a while, I think it's time to go search for him. How do we start? Remember, the Oracle wanted to see you again. Let's see what she has to say. Agreed. Alright. And we will talk to her in the next episode.